It all started as a favor. Just one thing, one last thing, for my best friend. Connor wasn't perfect. He partied too hard, trusted the wrong people, and the city swallowed him whole. But before he died, he asked me to stay close to his brother, to watch out for Zephyr. The same Zephyr Calderon who barely spoke to me, who once said I was nothing but a distraction. The same man who now ran a billion-dollar tech empire from a skyscraper with his name on the glass. I didn't take the job for the paycheck. I took it because I owed my best friend in the world, and I had a secret that was eating me alive. I didn't expect any of what came next. From the minute I stepped into his office, I could feel the tension. Not the professional kind. The kind that simmers under the surface. Hot, electric, dangerous. He didn't want me there. He made that very clear. But I wasn't going anywhere. He was cold, ruthless, controlled. He treated me like I was glass he didn't want to break, but also didn't want to look at too long. We fought, a lot, and maybe I loved it. There was something about him. The way he looked at me like he was trying not to feel. The way his voice dipped when he said my name. The way he touched his pen every time I entered the room, like he was grounding himself, like I knocked him off balance just by breathing near him. It took one mistake, one late night, one locked door, one kiss. That's all it took for us to cross a line we couldn't uncross. He kissed me like he was punishing himself, touched me like I was the only thing keeping him alive. And I let him, because the truth is, I wanted it just as badly. And when he took me to his penthouse, laid me down like I was something sacred, I thought I'd finally found peace. But peace doesn't last in Zephyr Calderon's world. He was building something. An AI system called IntelliSight. Years of coding, testing, secrecy, obsession. It wasn't just software. It was his future. His way of controlling the chaos that had always followed him. But not everyone wanted progress. Corrupt cops, drug lords, politicians with blood on their hands, people who liked the way things were. And suddenly, I was no longer just his assistant. I was a liability. The moment that thumb drive landed on his desk, everything changed. A virus, a breach, a betrayal, and me caught in the middle. We ran. In the dark. Through the city. We didn't know who we could trust. Someone wanted Zephyr to fall. Someone wanted me dead. And all I could think about was the way he held me that night after we made love. The way he whispered my name like a prayer. The way he promised he'd protect me. No matter what it cost him. He would burn the world to keep me safe. But I knew something he didn't. The secret they were using against him. It wasn't just about IntelliSight. It was about Connor. About what really happened the night he died. And I wasn't sure if Zephyr could survive the truth. The empire he built. It was shaking beneath his feet. The love we'd found. It was being tested in ways I never imagined. And me? I was standing on the edge, trying to decide whether to run back to the safety I used to know, or stay with the man who held my heart in one hand and the world in the other. I've made my choice. I'd rather be in the fire with him than in the dark alone. So here I am, fighting, loving, running, bleeding, and praying that the man I love can save us both, before the secrets destroy everything we've built, because this isn't just a story about power or passion. It's about redemption, about grief, about what you're willing to risk when you've already lost everything. It's about Zephyr, and how he claimed me, body, heart, and soul. Falling for my sizzling hot, grumpy boss was a no-no, but I said yes. From the moment I walked into his office, I knew working for Tyler would change everything. He was tall, dark, gorgeous, cold, intense, and absolutely off-limits. And yet something about him pulled me in. Then he asked me to be his date for his sister's wedding. A simple favor, he said. 1 week on a private island. Sun-drenched beaches, ocean breezes. A luxury escape I couldn't possibly refuse. What started as a business arrangement turned into something more. In the golden heat of the day and the velvet hush of moonlight, I saw a different side of Tyler. The man beneath the suits and shadows. The way his hands brushed my skin like a secret. The way his arms wrapped around me, holding more than just my body, holding my heart. On the white sands, under the silver moon, we became more than just boss and employee. We became something real, something raw, something I never expected. I looked into his deep blue eyes and knew I was his, and he was mine. But love is never that simple. Behind his perfect smile lies a past that refuses to stay hidden. Secrets, betrayals, a plot so dark it threatens to destroy us both. Someone is watching, waiting, ready to tear us apart. Now, I'm caught in a storm I never saw coming, and the only man who can save me is the one man I can't afford to lose. Will Tyler risk everything to protect me? Or will the secrets he's tried so hard to bury be the end of us? One thing is for sure. This billionaire boss is about to discover that love is the most dangerous game of all. Secrets of a billionaire boss. A scorching romance, a deadly past, and a love worth fighting for. I never thought a knock on my classroom door would change everything. But that's exactly what happened the day Ethan Blackwood walked in. He wasn't just anyone. He was a tall, silver-haired billionaire with a reputation for being grumpy, demanding, and completely untouchable. My best guess? He belonged behind a gallery podium in Manhattan, not standing in my public school art room with paint-streaked floors and mismatched chairs. Still, there he was, impossibly well-dressed, impossibly handsome, and suddenly very interested in my students. At first, I thought it was a favor for the school or some feel-good PR stunt. But then he saw one of my sketches. He didn't just glance at it. He studied it, tilting his head, eyes narrowing in that intense way artists have when they see something that moves them. And for a moment, I forgot how to breathe. That sketch wasn't meant for anyone's eyes. Not anymore. Not since the accident. My hands still bear the scars, visible and otherwise. Once, I dreamed of filling gallery walls with my own work. Now I was lucky to even hold a brush without pain. Teaching was the closest I'd come to the world I'd lost. But Ethan looked at my art like it meant something. Like I meant something. And then, in that same perfectly measured voice, he asked me to dinner. I tried to play it cool, told myself it was professional, part of a planning session for the student show. But when he showed up outside my building, the rain misting around him like a movie scene, I knew I wasn't fooling anyone. Dinner was perfect. Warm lighting, a quiet table in the corner, pasta that melted in my mouth. We talked about everything. Art, loss, childhood, resilience. And when he touched my hand, I didn't flinch. I melted. That was the first time I let myself want something again, really want it. Not for the kids, not for the school, for me. Ethan Blackwood wasn't just grumpy and gorgeous. He was thoughtful, deliberate. The kind of man who made you feel like the only thing that mattered when he looked at you, and when he kissed me. God, I felt alive again. Like the part of me I'd buried, the artist, the woman, the dreamer, had taken her first breath in years. But life's never simple. Not when secrets linger. Not when a surprise pregnancy enters the picture before you've even decided what this is. I didn't plan on falling for him. I didn't plan on building a future. And I definitely didn't plan on telling him I was carrying his child. But here we are. And somehow, even with everything we've been through, the tension, the doubts, the mistakes, I believe in this. In him. In us. Because this isn't just a second chance at art. Or love. It's a second chance at myself. And this time, I'm not walking away.